Oukitel has made quite a few phones last year, and this year they are probably going to do the same. Today we have the Oukitel C5 Pro model that costs just below $70 US. Is it any good? My name is Linus, stay tuned for the full review. Just before we start, you will find all the links in the video description if you're interested. In the box you can find all the usual stuff, and some extras include a soft TPU case. The C5 Pro is one of those better built super cheap phones out there. It uses a metal frame that goes all around the device and tactile metal buttons. Also, the backplate has a pretty cool looking textured finish, which is nice to the touch. In addition, the phone is compact due to its 5" 720p display, which is pretty good for the price, but it may be slightly reflective outdoors. One of the key selling points is the toughness of the display. Well, I didn't have a chance to fully test it, but it is said to have 9H hardness. A few drawbacks would be that there is no LED notification light and the capacitive buttons are not backlit. The loudspeaker is not really impressive, but it is pretty good for the price of the phone. You can easily remove the backplate, and underneath it you'll find two SIM card slots, the micro SD card slot, and a replaceable 2000 mAh battery. The phone ships with a quad-core MTK 6737 chip, 16GB of storage, and just 2GB of RAM. You should expect quite a few skipped frames and even a little bit of stutter when playing games like Asphalt 8 even on the medium graphics. The phone ships with the Android 6.0 out of the box, and we have some redesigned icons and added features by Oukitel. For example, there are some gesture and motion controls. As usual, I use only a couple of them and they work fine. Most importantly, the phone runs fast and fluid most of the time. Well, I had a little bit of stutter a couple of times, but nothing major. The phone has an 8MP main camera and 5MP shooter on the front. You can be picky with each cheap phone once you talk about the image quality, but you should never expect any stellar results from cheap phones. The C5 Pro is no exception. The images look okay, but they are usually overexposed, oversaturated, and there could be a little bit more detail. Currently I'm shooting with the Oukitel C5 Pro. This is handheld footage, and today is a pretty sunny day. The video quality is okay for a cheap phone, however, the sound quality is just terrible. I didn't have any connectivity issues, however, the GPS could be slightly more accurate. The 2000 mAh battery does not impress on paper, but it could still get me through the day on a mixed use. With my usage, I could get around 4 hours of screen on time. The Oukitel C5 Pro is another cheap phone from China that costs about $70 US. For the price, it is a decent offering, and this is what you have to expect from a cheap phone. Most importantly, it does not have any major shortcomings, but as most of the cheap devices, it has a few drawbacks that you have to consider before making a purchase. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and as always, if you guys have any questions, please drop me a comment down below. Also, please subscribe to the Gizmo China's YouTube channel, and please visit gizmochina.com for all the latest and greatest Chinese tech news and reviews. See you soon.